When Warren Buffett quietly buys up a huge stake in a company, the world pays attention. Over the past few years, Berkshire Hathaway has been steadily accumulating shares of Occidental Petroleum, OXY, without much fanfare. This isn't a small bet. Buffett now owns nearly 30% and has approval to buy up to 50%. Why is the world's most famous value investor so interested in an oil company, especially when the sector was out of favor? Buffett looks for businesses that gush cash, have strong industry positions, and are run by smart people. So, what does he see in OXY that others might be missing? Let's dig in and find out. By the end, you'll understand why Buffett has such a Texas-sized appetite for this oil giant. Occidental Petroleum, or OXY, is a major U.S. oil and gas producer with prized assets in the Permian Basin, America's top oil field. Their expertise isn't just in drilling, they're leaders in enhanced oil recovery, using CO2 to squeeze more oil from mature fields. This CO2 know-how is increasingly valuable as the world focuses on carbon emissions. OXY also owns OxyChem, a chemicals business that turns raw materials into everyday products, providing steady income even when oil prices swing. So, OXY is more than just an oil company, it's a blend of top-tier energy assets, unique technology, and a stable chemicals arm. This mix of old-school energy and future-focused tech is a big part of what caught Buffett's eye. It's a well-rounded business with both stability and upside. No wonder Buffett is interested. Buffett's relationship with OXY began in 2019, when CEO Vicki Hollub needed cash fast to outbid Chevron for Anadarko Petroleum. She flew to Omaha, pitched Buffett, and he agreed to invest $10 billion in preferred stock with an 8% dividend plus warrants to buy millions of OXY shares later. It was a classic Buffett deal: high income, low risk, and upside potential. After OXY integrated Anadarko and started paying down debt, Buffett began buying common stock aggressively in 2022. He praised Hollub's leadership and OXY's Permian assets, saying their strategy matched his own thinking. Today Berkshire owns nearly a third of OXY, and Buffett shows no signs of stopping. He's not just a lender, he's a true owner. For Buffett, it's all about management he trusts and a business he understands. That's why he's all in. Let's look at the numbers, Buffett's favorite part. OXY generates massive free cash flow, especially when oil prices are high, letting them pay down debt, reward shareholders, and reinvest for growth. After the Anadarko deal, debt was a concern, but CEO Hollub made reducing it her top priority. Thanks to strong cash flow, OXY's credit rating is back to investment grade, lowering future borrowing costs. The stock's price-to-earnings ratio is often low, suggesting it's undervalued, but Buffett digs deeper. He loves OXY's improving return on invested capital. Dividends are back and growing, and buybacks increase Berkshire's stake without extra spending. All these factors, strong cash flow, falling debt, smart capital allocation, make OXY a classic Buffett pick. It's a financial turnaround story with real staying power. For a value investor, that's irresistible. No wonder Buffett keeps buying. So, is OXY cheap? Let's do a quick discounted cash flow analysis. Assume OXY averages $8 billion in free cash flow, growing at 2% per year, and discount it at 10%. That gives an intrinsic value of about $100 billion, or roughly $111 per share. But OXY trades at just $44 per share, a huge discount. This is what value investors call a margin of safety, buying over a dollar for 44 cents. Even if our estimate is off, the gap between price and value offers protection. That's the kind of deal Buffett loves. It's not just a bargain, it's a classic value play. Buffett's top rule: never lose money. The margin of safety is how he lives it. You don't just buy a good company, you buy it at a great price, well below its true value. That buffer protects you from bad luck or mistakes. For OXY, Buffett sees a big margin of safety. The stock trades far below his estimate of value. Even if oil prices drop or new projects take time, the low price cushions the risk. Unlike hot tech stocks priced for perfection, OXY offers room for error and upside surprise. That's why Buffett keeps buying on dips. He's widening his margin of safety. It's a disciplined, long-term approach that's made him a legend. Buffett isn't just betting on oil, he's betting on OXY's future as an energy innovator. OXY is a leader in carbon capture, building the world's largest direct air capture plant in Texas. This tech pulls CO2 from the air, storing it underground or using it for low-carbon fuels, a potential game changer for heavy industry. The US government supports this with big tax credits, reducing risk and speeding up development. Buffett sees Oxy as uniquely positioned, a top oil producer and a pioneer in carbon management. The market underestimates this dual strategy, but Buffett sees both steady cash flow and massive future upside. He's buying a company ready for both today's energy needs and tomorrow's climate challenges. That's a rare combination. After digging into Oxy, Buffett's logic is clear. He's found a business he understands with world-class assets, trusted management, and a huge margin of safety. The oil business provides steady returns, while carbon capture could be a game changer. Even if the new tech only breaks even, the core business is a solid investment. Oxy could be a 10-bagger if things go right, but it doesn't have to be for Buffett to win. Studying this move is a masterclass in long-term, value-focused investing. Whether you follow Buffett or not, his approach is a lesson worth learning. If you liked this analysis and are seeking more in-depth insight, like and subscribe to 7 Hills Equities.